We're going to jump into our next and final matchup for our part 1 video. It is going to be Rockets versus the Magic, 7 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Orlando is -4 at home with a total at 228.5. And although the Rockets are a little banged up here, it's Orlando who's been terrible at home this season. They're just 5-21 straight up at the Amway Center, and they went 26% against the point spread in those home games. The Magic's currently 34 games below 500 for the entire season right now. And they're also dead last in shooting the 3-ball at home. And speaking of home games, Orlando scores only 101 points per contest in front of their home fans. And they also find themselves in the bottom 3 in home offensive rebounding. Now, they're taking on a Houston team who's been pretty bad recently themselves. Not really going to sugarcoat it there. Although Houston did cover the point spread recently against the likes of Phoenix and Cleveland. And speaking of covering the number, well, the Rockets are actually covering the point spread in 50% of their road games this year, believe it or not. Now, when it comes to offensive production, Christian Wood is averaging 17.5 points per contest, along with double-digit rebounds. Meanwhile, Jalen Green's averaging over 14.5 points a game himself, along with 3 boards and a couple assists. Now, when it comes to the scoring in this one, the Rockets are actually in the top 5 in the NBA in fourth quarter scoring on the road. So these guys are always alive. That back door is always open with regard to Houston. Now, injury-wise, Gordon, Porter, and Garuba, they are all listed as questionable. Meanwhile, for Orlando, Wagner is still questionable for them. When it comes to the total in this one, the Magic saw unders recently with the likes of Utah, Portland, and Boston. Meanwhile, the Rockets on the other side of things, they saw unders recently with the Pelicans, Spurs, and Warriors. I'm going to lean toward Houston +4. And the under 228.5. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Be on the lookout here for our part 2 video, coming up in the next couple of hours or so. But anyway, guys, if you were thinking about signing up for a membership on my website, just keep in mind, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on BrockPage.com, you are going to get access to that content through the end of February. Although I do tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. And once again, guys, if you want to get access to every single pick that I give out on my webpage, you're going to want to sign up for my board member tier pick. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Thursday or Friday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at BrockPage.com.